Okay, welcome back to part 2 of Thursday's lesson, converting kilometres and miles. Okay, so if 10 miles is approximately 16 kilometres, 1 mile is approximately how many kilometres? So you can see 10 divided by 10 is 1, so we can divide that by 10, which would be 1.6. So should we write 1.6 in there? 1.6 kilometres. Okay, so if 1.6 is 1 mile, so I'm going to put equals 1 mile there, we can then use this to help us find out what 2 miles is. So 1.6 add 1.6 is, you have a go, remember to keep pausing. That's right, it's 3.2 kilometres. So if we know that 2 miles is approximately equivalent to 3.2 kilometres, we can quite easily work out what 4 miles is equivalent to, because we can see the relationship between 4 and 2 and it's double. So in your books, pause me, have a go. That's right, it's 6.4. Okay, so we've got 0.5 miles here. So let's look at the relationship between 1 mile and half a mile. We can see that that has been divided by 2. So we need to divide our 1.6 by 2. Pause me and in your books have a go. That's right, it would be 0.8. Well done. Okay, moving on to the next. Right, okay, to turn miles, this is a little bit tricky to get your head round, but if you can write this piece down in your book, can I highlight it? No, I don't think I can. If you write this little bit down in your book, that will help you. So again, if you need to pause me, do so. To turn miles in kilometres, we divide by 5, multiply by 8, because remember the relationship is 5 miles is approximately equivalent to 8 kilometres. And to turn kilometres into miles, we do the inverse. So we divide by 8 and multiply by 5. It's a bit like algebra. So for kilometres, k equals the number of kilometres. K divided by 8 times 5 equals m miles. M is the number of miles. Miles divided by 5 times 8 equals kilometres. So I shall show you a little example underneath. So we've got 32 kilometres. So 32 is our k. So we can write 32 there. I'm just going to copy this division sign because that's tricky to get up on here. 32 divided by 8 times 5 equals m miles. So what's this called? It's a formula, isn't it? Do you remember that from our algebra days? With a certain way of working things out, that will never change. If you're trying to work out kilometres, turn it into miles, that formula will never change, and it won't change that way either. So 32, what's 32 divided by 8? Yep, it's 4. So 4 times 5 equals 20 miles. So 32 kilometres. I haven't got that wiggly little thing, so I'm going to put that there so that it's approximately equivalent to 20 miles. Okay, so use that. So have a read. I'll read it for you and then pause me. In the United Kingdom, the maximum speed on a motorway is 70 miles per hour, mph. In France, the maximum speed on a motorway is 130 kilometres per hour, km/h. Which country has the highest speed limit and by how much? Don't forget this bit. This is the sort of little bit that you'll forget in questions, and it's really important that you do answer that. So pause me and then have a go. Okay, so I hope you got on all right by that. So using our formula from before, what we need to do is 70 divided by 5 times 8 equals our kilometres. I need some kind of proper mouse, don't I? So 70 divided by 5, I've already worked this out. So you should have done some division on that, is 14 times that by 8 equals our kilometres. Oh, we're ending again in a minute. Okay, so 14 times 8 is 112 kilometres. So we can see that in the United Kingdom, it's 112 kilometres per hour, and in France, it's 130